Hey, second grade. So it is Monday, marvelous, marvelous Monday, and we are going to learn a new spelling rule today. And I'm excited about this one because this is a rule that we were not familiar with before. And so when we saw this in our morning message, we would code it as a jail word because it wasn't following the rule. But the secret's out today because it is following a rule, just a rule that we didn't know about. So really quickly, itchy. Really quickly, I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to do a super fast review of the rules that we do know. So what we're going to be talking about this week are R-controlled syllables. R-controlled syllables will start on Wednesday, but the first thing you need to know is that what you've already been learning about is R-controlled vowels. This is when a vowel changes what it says because of the R that comes after it. So we know that A, E, I, O, and U have a short sound and they have a long sound. But whenever they have an R after them, that totally changes. They don't say their short sound, they don't say their long sound. It changes their sound. So here's a great example. Remember our rule AR? When A and R get together, R is jealous because A gets to fly through the air saying his superhero name. And so A is a good buddy and says, R, when we get together, you can fly through the air, borrow my cape, and you can yell your name. So AR flies around yelling, R. A isn't saying it's short sound. It isn't saying it's long sound. It's R controlled. Does that make sense to you? Okay, now these are the fun ones in my opinion. These are controlled vowels ER, IR, and UR. We know that when they get together, they are terrible, horrible, no good, very bad drivers. And it sounds like this every time they slam on the brakes. So again, E, I, and U are not saying their short sound. They're not saying their long sound. They are controlled by the letter R. And then maybe my favorite one, the OR rule. And we know that these two guys, when they get together, they can't decide anything. I don't know if I want to go to the park or ride a bike or bake a cake, right? So all along, when we have been seeing this, we have said, oh no, OR, go to jail, because they're not following the OR rule. But the secret is out as of today. There is a rule that you don't know about, and you're going to find it out. Here we go. The rule is this. When OR go out with W, such as in work or worm or word, they can't decide what to do, as always. Oh, do we want to go to the park or ride a bike or bake a cake or watch a movie? They can't decide. W says, I have an idea. Let's go for a drive. You two can drive my car. And OR say, we don't know how to drive. We can't go for a drive with you. And W says, don't worry, it's so easy. So they go for a drive. Well, guess what? They are terrible, horrible, no good, very bad drivers. And it sounds like this every single time. So when O and R are with W, they become terrible, horrible, no good, very bad drivers. Draw my little car there. So OR is actually following the rule. Whenever it's with W, it says just like ER, IR, and UR. So let's try out some words and let's see if it works. See what I did there? Here we go. W, er, k. Look at that. It says Now remember, O-R, say only after W, because W is the guy that convinces them they can drive. What word is this? Oh, did you see what I did there? What word is this? I already gave you a clue. That's word. Same thing over here. World. Oh. You know that one? Worst. My dad thinks broccoli is the worst vegetable on the planet. Elliot thinks squirrels are the worst animals on the planet. Worth. So do you see how all of those follow the rule? When O and R are with W, they say er. Okay, friends, you know the new spelling rule of the week. That's it. Have a great day. Bye. All right, Andrea, let me